make my way out to Dover, my next stop is London Gateway, where the capital now welcomes the world's biggest ships. A whopping 95% of the UK's international trade is carried by ship. Around £700 billion worth and counting. It costs tens of pence to import a pair of jeans from Asia and about £2 for a television. To drive costs down, container ships get larger and larger. How can our ports cope with the new mega ships? Need a bigger boat? Build a bigger dock. Welcome to London Gateway. I'm jumping ship to explore this colossal project. In total, the site is twice the size of the City of London. The shiny new quayside sits on 30 million cubic metres of sand dredged up from the estuary. It's built out the shoreline by 400 metres. How did they redevelop this stretch of coast on such a massive scale? We were there from the very beginning. 5 years ago, Nick Crane was at London Gateway. To get the mega ships in meant digging an underwater channel.
This is Marika, a dredger, laying the foundations for a brand new port, the first of its kind for 20 years. This ship is sucking up 12,000 cubic metres of sand and gravel from the estuary every day.
The Marika is a giant vacuum cleaner, clearing a channel in the bed of the Thames, a passage deep enough to accommodate super-sized container ships.
This dredge material is being pumped onto an ever-growing artificial island. Eventually, it's going to be a wharf some 2 miles long for loading and unloading ships.
That was the start of the dock 5 years ago. Fast forward to now, and a whole new stretch of coast has been created here by man. The monster cranes to unload the container ships, even they arrive by sea, after a 3-month voyage from China. Each 2,000-ton crane was floated into place. The cost for the whole site is £1.5 billion. Because the goods from sea trade touch all our lives, we've put this new stretch of coast in our Great Guide. Chief Executive Cameron Thorpe is thinking big for his new mega dock.
All of our berths are capable of handling the largest container vessels afloat. Now, ships are 400 metres long, they need deeper water, and for example, on the 1st of January of this year, we handled the fullest container ship ever, had 18,601 containers on, and if you stacked all of those containers on top of each other, it'd be more than 5 times higher than Mount Everest.
And it came in on one vessel.
One ship bringing all of those containers. It called at 5 ports in China, it called at Singapore, then straight into the UK, and that just shows how important the UK market is to world trade. The southeast of the UK is the largest consumer market in Europe by disposable income. We have a port that can service that need, as well as servicing the rest of the UK as well.
I'm staying for a while to explore how containers get from ship to shore. I'll discover the skills needed to master a mega crane. I'm exploring how they manage the non-stop flow of containers at London Gateway. A new £1.5 billion concrete stretch of shoreline. To pay back its huge investment, London Gateway runs 24/7. The real business end of this enterprise are the cranes. and their operators. To see the megaport from their perspective, the only way is up. What a place! How many cranes have a lift? Not a bad commute to work. Off to visit the driver. Ooh, I don't know where button number 3 takes you. It says authorised personnel only. I think that's when you explode out of the top of the crane. I've been told that when the lift stops, there's going to be a jolt. Hi there.
Hello.
My name's Tess.
I'm Ricky.
Nice to meet you. How you
Nice
doing?
to meet you too.
That is glass, but I presume we're allowed to stand on it. Yeah, there's a grid. Oh my goodness, this is
all
quite
right.
terrifying, actually. How high up are we?
60 metres.
Do you ever get a bit nervous?
Nah. You get used to it after a while.
Okay, so what are you looking at down there?
I'm picking these containers up here and I'm going to load them on that ship.
Okay. And you've got this like a big claw is holding onto the container.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. And the light, that red light, what does it say?
That tells us it's locked on. And then come over the ship.
Right, okay. Oh my goodness, we're right out to sea now.
That's
Are
it,
you
yeah.
right on the end of the crane at the moment?
No, you can go a little bit further.
Can you? We're not going to
Yeah.
fall off the end?
No, we're not going to fall off the end.
Okay, it's like some weird computer game, isn't it, really?
A big computer game, yeah.
Yeah, like you've even got the levers with the coloured buttons.
The cranes are the biggest in Europe. Your depth perception's got to be that bit better, so you don't make mistakes.
And now you're going to plop it back down.
Pop it back down.
Oh, it makes me feel a bit sick. Don't you feel a bit sick looking down there sometimes?
Nah, like I say, you do get used to it.
What's it got in it?
Oh, you don't know, but they can come up to 30 tonne. Obviously, where we've got the tandem spreader, we can pick 2 of these up at the same time.
You know, Ricky, I was really looking forward to the view today, and I know the weather's against us, but I think you also need to get a window cleaner in.
I'd say so too. Can't see much out of them, can you?
No. Ricky's got his work cut out, with the largest ships, each as long as 4 football fields, delivering over 18,000 containers for unloading. Big numbers count here at Gateway.